Hello, Radiant Styles. My name is Alyssa Leva, and I am super excited to talk to you about my topic for today's Meaningful Monday, which is Instagram, hashtags, and how to make it work for your business. Instagram has been one of my most useful tools when it comes to building my business, and so I'm going to share with you some of the tips that should work for you if you implement them into your business. Before I get into that, let me just give you a little bit of background about myself. I started with paparazzi in July of 2016. So next month will actually be my 2-year papaversary. Super excited about that. And I had no idea that paparazzi was going to become what it has become in my life. I was doing real estate in Atlanta and I have my broker's license. I had a team. I was doing really well, and that was really what I thought I was going to do for the rest of my life. When one of my sorority sisters started with paparazzi, she came over, she had her kit, and she's like, "You do a lot of marketing for real estate. I need your help. Can you help me?" And so at that point, I did not know what she was bringing over was a kit. And so she has her kit, she's opening it, and I just could not believe all of this jewelry was $5. And so I'm asking all these questions. She doesn't know any of the answers because literally she just started maybe like 2 weeks before that. And so I get online and I join that same day, and it has just been a whirlwind. It took a life of its own. As you know, once you become a consultant, it becomes an addiction and you are so obsessed and in love with it. It just takes on a life of its own, literally. And that's what it has done for me. My current rank is a jet setter, and I just couldn't imagine anything else, because I love what I do. And I hope that these tips for Instagram will help you. If you don't utilize all of them, maybe some of them may not work for you, but if you take one thing from it and you do it consistently, I promise you it will help build your business. So let's get started, okay? First of all, if you do not have an Instagram page, you definitely want to open up an Instagram page. What is happening is we are flooding Facebook, right? And so many people are not utilizing Instagram. It is a gold mine that it is so untapped that you could really get in there now and it could be the game changer for your business. So when you're posting to Facebook, jump on over after that or before that and post the same content on Instagram. Now, some people do not want to have a public Instagram page. My Instagram is public and I have family stuff up there. Paparazzi is a mixture. But if you're not comfortable with having your Instagram be public, then you should definitely start a separate Instagram page because you want your page to be public. Because if someone sees your post and then they go to your page and it's locked, most of the time they're not going to send you a follow request unless they're very intrigued. At that point, they just get out of it and they don't even, see your stuff. And that's not what you want. So either make your current page a public page or start a new page and make it public. You can add a bio, that's important, and your website on your Instagram page. So those are two things you want to do from the jump. You want to add your paparazzi website and something about yourself. I have something about my sorority, that I'm an entrepreneur, that I'm an expert coffee drinker. I mean, that is like an occupation, really. And so I have that as my bio and some other things, and you can do that as well. So those are the things you want to do. First off, public page, add your bio, add your link. So now let's talk about hashtags and how they work. So people all over the world search Instagram by their hashtags. And what that means is if something's going on in Miami, Atlanta, the royal wedding, Beyonce, any of that, if it's a hashtag, people can search that, okay? And so when you are posting your paparazzi content, or is it jewelry, it could be recruitment, whatever it is, you want to make sure you have a caption that's catchy, and B, hashtags. So with Instagram, it has to be an image. So if it's not a piece of jewelry that you're showing, if it's not a selfie, you can find recruitment images, quotes, anything that you want, but it has to be an image that you upload to your page. Now with your hashtags, you want to have as many as possible. I believe you can do up to 35 hashtags, I believe, between 30 and 35. So my hashtags are all over the place, but they work. I have added 29 people to my team, and I only knew 7 of them. Okay, so I've added 29 people, and I only knew 7. And every time that I get someone that joins my team that I do not know, I ask, like, how did you find me? How did you find out about me? And when it's Instagram, the answer is always your hashtags. And so I know that it works. The number one hashtag is the word love. That is the most searched hashtag. So no matter what you're posting, it could be a piece of jewelry, it could be convention, add the word love as a hashtag because people are searching that. What's trending? So when I was in Tennessee, we had a training. That was the weekend of the royal wedding. So I was posting about paparazzi, but I also had the royal wedding as a hashtag because I knew that everyone was searching the royal wedding. They wanted to see pictures. They wanted to see people's comments. So if they clicked on the royal weddings hashtag somewhere along the way, they were going to see Alyssa like, hey, but it had nothing to do with the royal wedding, but I wanted my information in there. Excuse me. So some popular hashtags for us to use would be work from home, entrepreneurship, money. You want to tag some popular cities because people always want to know what's going on in LA, New York, Miami. Add those in there. It does not have to be completely relevant to your business. You want people to find you, right? The word paparazzi, paparazzi accessories. I also, whatever's trending. So if Beyonce is trending, she's always trending. You can always put Beyonce in there. Jay-Z, whatever is going on, Kevin Hart, Lady Gaga, whatever your preference is, whatever is popping or trending, add that as a hashtag because people are searching that all the time. So those work. Now you want to start branding yourself, so you can create a custom hashtag, and all that is make your own hashtag that you use every single time that you post, and that way it becomes like a branded hashtag that people know that it's you. So my team is called the Prosperity Team, and we talk about the prosperity movement. And so I've hashtagged the prosperity movement. So every time I do an Instagram post, you will see the prosperity movement. I'm a firm believer in putting what you want out into the universe. I believe it becomes true. So in my hashtags as well, you will see my next rank. So you'll see Jet Setter, you'll see Lux Jet Setter Bound, and some other things in there. If you ever want to see my my Instagram is open. It's Alyssa, Alysia, the business. I am going to also, let me write this down so I don't forget. I'm going to add the hashtags to the team page afterwards. I believe I may have done that before, and I may just bump it up so that you can post those. So add a caption. So you want something that's catchy. Now, some people are like, I don't know what to put. And it should be relevant to whatever you're posting. But if you don't know what to put, song lyrics are great because they're catchy. And sometimes people can read it and they know exactly what the song is. So if you are at a loss for whatever reason and you don't know what to put as your caption, search song lyrics. You can actually put in song lyric captions for Instagram and that will come up. It'll show you a million different captions, and one of those will work for you if you have a hard time finding a caption. Now what I want to talk about is being authentic. Now your followers, new or old, specifically the old, they know who you are, okay? And so if you just started paparazzi and now your language and your content is completely different, it is not going to seem genuine and people are not going to believe you. I always say there's no way I could post like someone else because they know who I am and how my posts are. So if I started to post like someone else, it would not be real, and people do not want to support something they don't believe in. People, you know, they want to be a part of something that's successful, what looks successful. And so it doesn't matter. There's nothing too small that you can post that does not affect someone. So I share with my team all the time. It could be when you went to Chick-fil-A and it was a $7 meal. If paparazzi paid for it, hashtag paparazzi paid for it. Your oil change, you know, getting your nails done, paying your cell phone bill. All of those things is what people need, you know. And so there are times where I'll get my oil change and I'll post a receipt and say paparazzi paid for it. I'm so thankful, or whatever I say. because that's realistic. Now, let's be honest. Many people don't believe we're making money selling $5 jewelry, right? And so saying how much you make, unless you post your Square report or something like that, people don't believe you. I probably wouldn't believe you if you told me people are making $50,000 a month. I'm like, yeah, okay. But it's true. But you have to get them into the business, and they have to learn and actually see it and feel it for themselves before they believe that part of it, for the most part. But if you're showing realistic everyday expenses, that is what people need. Everyone needs to get their oil changed. They need to pay their cell phone bill, their light bill, whatever. Those things, post that. Nothing's too small. A lot of times people feel like, well, this is not going to be enough. And it is enough, because that is what people need, those realistic goals. Now, it also should be a combination of several different things. So you may have people who are going to join you, and it's not about the money. So if you're traveling to conventions, to EMP, on the passport trip, show that is a marketing, that is marketing gold. Because some people are just looking for something for themselves. They want to travel. They need a tax break. And so you have to make sure that your post, when it comes to trying to build your team, is relatable to all different types of people, because not everyone's going to join you because they need more money. That's just real. Most of them are. That's the reason. But some people are not. They may have a good job and they're just looking for something outside of the money. Okay, so make sure that your posts are well-rounded and true to who you are. I can't say that enough. They need to be true to who you are. Okay. I have my notes here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Make sure that you engage your followers. So if you have new followers and they comment on your post or they say something to you, make sure you respond. Make sure you're also checking your DM, your direct messages. That's like Messenger for Facebook. They say slide in a DM. Because there are people who will inbox you and say, hey, I saw your post on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. But I want more information about joining your team. I just had someone who joined my team, and she inboxed another consultant that she found before she saw my stuff, and the person never responded. But when I got the alert that she sent me a message, I responded. We had a conversation, and she joined my team. And so, if you don't respond to people, they will go on to the next person. So being prompt in those responses is very, very important to growing your business. And it shows them, up front how you're going to be as a sponsor. You want to be consistently posting, responding to messages as promptly as possible. I wouldn't wait. If you could do it immediately, that's great. But if it takes, a day or two, okay. But if it's past 3 days, that's way too long to be responding to a message about joining your team. You should be excited about it. Listen, let's go. Let's talk. Let me get you on board. You will love it. Best decision ever. Okay, so those are some of the things that you want to do for sure when it comes to people inboxing you about the information. Also do a mixture of quotes. Listen, I'm hot. I think I'm having a hot flash. It's all good. So quotes are really, really good. I suggest this for VIP groups as well. So if you have a VIP group, and of course Instagram and really Facebook, you don't always want it to be paparazzi all day long. It should be every now and then. Maybe you want to share an inspirational quote. You may have a recipe that works for you. You should mix it up. Show something that you're doing outside of paparazzi. Maybe you like to paint or skate. I don't know. But that could relate to someone too. So those posts are important. When you're going to the post office, listen, that is marketing gold as well. So if you show a picture of your bag and your envelopes in there, and you're like, I'm headed to the post office mailing off some packages, that looks like, okay, well, she is making money. She's going to the post office, so don't think anything is too small to show. Everything is strategic and marketing. One of the recruiting tools that I will share that has helped as well, because this is my full-time job, so I have to make sure that I find ways to get my business out in front of people and try to build my team outside of going to a regular 9-to-5 where I don't have access to as many people in a building, for example. So if you go to the bank, you have to go on commission payday, okay? So you're going to go inside the bank and you're going to ask the teller to write down your paparazzi commission and, you know, do a withdrawal, maybe $10 while you're in there. Hopefully you get someone that's wearing jewelry, a female, she has on a nice necklace. So if she's in your account, if she has on a necklace or earrings, just make a comment. Oh, that's a cute necklace. I like that. And she'll say thank you or whatever. And then you ease into, have you ever heard of paparazzi accessories? She'll answer. And you say, well, okay, well, let me give you one of my business cards. I sell it. Everything's only $5. And that's all you do. You don't go into a spiel of, you can join my team, it's lead and nickel free, you know, you get 35 pieces of jewelry. Don't do any of that because that's overwhelming. So I call it breadcrumbs. You want to give them just enough to pique their curiosity, but not overwhelm them. And so, listen, that's a strategy, right? Because you knew what your commission statement was on the 10th of the month. But when the teller sees that you had a direct deposit from paparazzi, it feels safe mentally because, you know, people say, it's a scam, they're going to take my money, you know, we get all of that. But if that teller saw a direct deposit, that's safe, she saw that paparazzi actually paid you, so you're making money, and you didn't pressure her because you're confident in how your business is. You're not going to beg her to join your team, you're just giving her a little bit of information, and you may see her again and follow up, you know, and you just, you know, it's strategic. You're breaking her down, you know, so we'll call it, you know, but don't just, we call it throw up on someone. So you don't want to just, well, oh my gosh, this about paparazzi. It's too much. And what will happen is they'll zone you out. But if you're playing it cool, like, you know, if you join my team, great. But if you don't, I'm still good, you know. That works. Honestly, it does. So be proud of your business. Carry your business with your head held high, with confidence. And it's a pleasure to join your team. And that's how you should always present it to anyone. Okay, so you go to the bank on commission day or the next day, get them to write down your deposit, do a small withdrawal or a large one, how you doing, and leave. And that's all you do. And you just gradually build that up. And those things work. You know, we talk about taking the staples out when you are at the hair salon or a basketball game. You know, take it out, make a lot of noise. You know, you're minding your business, right? You're not. But you're making a lot of noise. You're taking the staples out. You take it out and you want to look at your beautiful piece of jewelry. All right. Curiosity is always there. They're always going to ask what you're doing, what is that, and that's the perfect way for you to kind of go into paparazzi. And that works for people who are afraid to just speak about their business. Some people are like, how do I say it? How do I do the icebreaker? What should I do? So when you're minding your business, a lot of times people will talk for you and then you just have a conversation with them. Okay, so all of that ties back into building your business. Instagram again, so make sure you have a public page, you add your website, you add your bio, you respond promptly to your direct messages, and you use hashtags. Make your page fun. Make it a page where people are going to want to keep scrolling up to see what else you got going on. It should be one of those things where it's it makes them want to join you over someone else's page because, you know, we're growing very rapidly, and so your brand has to be set apart from everyone else. It should be one of those things where I have to join Alyssa's page and Alyssa's team because she is doing some amazing things I'm not seeing anyone else do what she's doing or as well as she's doing. So make sure that whatever you're doing, even your posts on Instagram, if you have the same frame, you know, you can download apps and put your website or if you have a motto or a slogan, you know, and brand it so that people automatically know when they see it that that's you, you know. And you could do so many different things. The apps where you brand your pictures, but if you do that, every picture that you post should look the same because you're branding it, right? So you can't just do it whenever you feel like it. It should be consistent. And whatever you post, remember, whatever you post on Instagram, make sure you're posting it on Facebook. You know, you want both of those options to be out in the front. People can see it, not just utilizing one platform. Now, there's also Instagram Live and Instagram Stories. So with stories, they last for 24 hours and you can upload images throughout that story time. And they can actually go to that little box at the top, click on your story, and just go through your story for that last 24 hours. So you can upload as many pictures as you want and they'll just keep seeing the story. So you can do the story and do the post. You can do both of those. And Instagram Live. I don't think anyone really is using Instagram Live like we do Facebook Live. Now, if you're not comfortable selling jewelry on Instagram Live, just do an opportunity video. And it could literally be 5 minutes or 10 minutes saying, I'm looking for people to be my business partner. It's an amazing opportunity. Whatever you say when you're presenting the opportunity, you can do that via Instagram Live, just like you do on Facebook Live, so there's no reason to only use Facebook when Instagram is free as well, and you can reach even more people with the hashtags. It's a little different than how Facebook works. So Instagram Live, that's a new thing. So a new thing for us. Many of us aren't utilizing it to its fullest potential. So that's the stories, of course, doing your post, using the hashtags. Remember to put in random hashtags at all times, not just jewelry, $5 jewelry, paparazzi. No. You want to make sure that you're adding some random trending topics and then consistent ones. And you don't have to always type them out. So what I have is I'll copy and paste them to my notes on my phone, and that way every time I'm doing a post, I just copy the hashtags and then post it to my Instagram. So again, make sure that you're using work from home, entrepreneurship, money, major cities, love, paparazzi, and some other things that you feel would be enticing or that people are looking for online. Okay, so I think that was most of the things that I have for my notes. So I'm just going to leave you with this when it comes to recruitment and social media and Instagram. Be who you are, because people like you. Some people like you, some people probably don't like you, but that's what all of us, right? So the people that are following you and genuinely like you and want to support you, eventually they may turn into business partners. And I have people who I asked in the very beginning when I first started, and they said no, they weren't interested. They kind of, blew me off because it was $5 jewelry and they didn't believe I was going to make any money with it. But I didn't pressure them. Over time, what happens is it's a journey. If you follow me on Instagram or if we're Facebook friends, you'll see that it's very rare that I say, join my team. It's 35 pieces of jewelry. It's $99. It's very rare that I do that. My recruitments, I don't even like to say really recruitment, but my strategy for building my team has always been, let me just show you the journey. Let me just show you how paparazzi is changing my life. And it has been, I want to build a brand that I don't even have to ask, for the most part, someone to join my team. They see me posting about it. They see my website. They ask about it. And then they want to join just from building the brand that I built, And so make sure that you're always thinking about your brand. That's one of the things that is so very vital. This is a business, so treat it like a business. Protect your brand at all costs, okay? And don't feel like you have to beg people to make money. They will see it. Even if they don't believe you in the beginning, 6 months from now, a year from now, they will. I have people, like I said, who said no in the very beginning, who joined me a year later, who are joining now, and it's almost 2 years later, but they didn't join initially. They wanted to see, is she going to stay with this? Is this legit? Is she really making money? But they've seen me post my team growth. They've seen me post other promotions. That has helped because they know now I'm not just in this by myself. My entire team is doing amazing things. So share that type of stuff on your pages is important. But more importantly, show what paparazzi is doing in your life. Like if you're able to pay off your credit card debt, pay off your student loans, and that's why I show those things. If you have Credit Karma, for example, and it sends you the alert that your credit score went up 15 points, that's amazing. So many people have credit problems, and if paparazzi is allowing you to pay off debts or collections or judgments or whatever that is, show that your credit is increasing because you have now this additional stream of income that's coming in called paparazzi, and it's helping. We'll also post our Square report. Now, some people aren't comfortable showing the amount of money that they're making, and that's fine. You can go around that. You don't have to show that. But if you are comfortable with showing your Square report, you can do, for the last 30 days. And it doesn't matter if you made $200 or $2,000. We all could use an extra $20, and so show that you are really making money, you're happy, and people want to see the happiness too. We had a training, and Shanae actually made a point. She said that it's the little things that really change people's life financially. It's the things where if you can now take your kids to the movies and you can buy from the concession stand and not have to put snacks in your purse from Walmart or CVS, but you can now afford the concession stand. That may seem small, but that is what financial freedom begins with, and it feels good to be able to do that. So you can even say that, nothing is too small. And so don't ever get caught up thinking that something is not enough, because it will hit somebody. It may not hit them immediately, but you continue to show what's going on in your life. You continue to post those passport trips. When we go to the Dominican Republic, that is your time to hashtag away, hashtag passport trip, and DR and all those other things, because people are like, now, wow, she's traveling. I had, I think, 3 people join my team after Cancun, because I really, oh my gosh, if you see my Instagram back in January, it was all about that Cancun trip, and so I used that to my advantage. Of course, we had an amazing time, but I knew marketing wise, it would help me grow my team as well. So nothing is enough. If you have a team training, show that. That shows that you're training your people, and that's, that looks good to certain people. So all of that, nothing is not important, okay? So make sure that you're posting and utilizing everything to your advantage, okay? So one quick recap, and then that's it. Public page, bio, link, use your hashtags, engage your followers, respond promptly, and nothing is too small. Post, and make sure that your posts are across the board appealing to all different markets, okay? And I hope this helps. If you have any questions about how you can, help change your business or make it better on social media and Instagram, feel free to send me a message or, of course, comment on the post. And you can follow my Instagram. I'm going to post that as well. And I'm happy to help in any way that I can. Hope you enjoyed the video and enjoy your Monday. Bye.